top avoided in some way or another. And I guess in the mid-game, we will have the matchup, but by then, there could be a whole skewing of issues here. As Ezreal and Alistar both going to be locked in, and that says there is going to be a lane swap, because that duo is not good, at least in the current iteration and in history's past. There was a time where Ezreal was way too broken, and so the duo worked just fine, but this does not spark too much early confidence in the laning phase.
Nautilus is one we often see paired with the Kai'Sa. Not going to get excited until something is locked in, but I have heard the rumblings of Sylas support. It's going to be Pyke instead.
Oh god, okay, Carrier coming out with a bang to start this series off. This team certainly should be able to get some things done. Kai'Sa, of course, not the most important, but that Pyke is what we're looking at. And if Carrier's unlocked, this game could be over real quickly. Let's jump into the rift, game number 1. So, the stakes of this are either our LCK champion of 2024 goes home, or our world champions go home. That's how this one goes. Whoever wins this best of 5 keeps themselves alive in the tournament, alongside Nongshim, Gen.G, and D+.
Yeah. Between the Cow and Jaces, yeah.
Oh dear, the Cow not quite figuring it out as Carrier's also going low. Will Viper commit? That's the question. Is he actually going to die? Yes, he does! But now Viper might be able to clean this one up. Carrier needs to get out of vision if he wants that Grey health back, and he's not going to be able to do it. The Arcane Shift, Carrier moves over, and it's a double kill for Viper!
It was overcooked.
I would agree. Let's have a look at it from Viper's perspective. This guy pretty good at Ezreal. He was the reason why we laughed a little bit when Aiming was saying that he was the best Ezreal in the league. Because this guy exists.
Yeah, that's the key thing here, is the fact that...
yeah, and Aiming's really good. Void's stun.
Both avoids the stun, but also...
Yeah, no, it doesn't feel great.
It feels wrong.
His hair is, you know, part of what makes him Ezreal. That is a very good point. It's all right. Grub number 2 going to go down. Should be the 3rd, so a feat of strength, or at least a portion of it.
Life just get to play classic front to back, get to poke away, get the setup like they are here. I think it's going to be tough. We'll have to see. T1 trying to find access.
Carrier doesn't get the Bone Skewer. And Zeus now in trouble. Teleport coming in from Doran, who tries to ult his way out of it. He'll be able to get out of there, but this is not the pick that they were looking for. Delight has the ulti. True Shot Barrage hits 2. And Faker and Smash now very low. That is going to be 2 grubs going on over. Should be the clean sweep as far as the objective, but no one to die.
Start making this game a lot more messy. Maybe a pick on Zeus could do it.
Yeah, as Carrier is going to turn up. Let's see whether Zeus has the footwork. He does! Faker's still going to be able to get some damage down as Zeus is still trying to kill Carrier in front of 2 members of T1. Peanut going to be taking this dragon. Carrier can't take another one of those. He will just die as Faker is at least at full health, but Zeus gets underneath the turret. Bone Skewer goes wide once again. Zeus has his ex-teammate downloaded.
Don't apologize for who you are.
I'm not. I'm explaining who I am.
You said...
All right, Doran is going to press his ultimate button, dodges out of the way of the ult from Zekka as well. Very nice.
It is not.
Yep.
Oh, you can't do that to your own team.
Oh, Zeus. Oh, dear. Well, maybe he's fine. All right, well, Doran's going to turn up. In comes Delight. He can't get away with this. Surely not. Peanut comes in, lands the audacious charge, and there's the ulti as well. Faker throws his into the ring, but they're going to have to back away. These health bars are so low. They're sitting ducks to Zeus with these shock blasts. As Doran, it's Faker that picks it up. He's not going to be dying from that one, but does need to create some extra space. In the meantime, though, this inner turret, not long for the world. Look at these void grubs. Like the old Darius Apprehend, if you remember.
You know what the worst part is that wouldn't even kill, they wouldn't even die. It would just cancel his base, but it didn't even get that.
Yeah.
Can someone back me up?
Yeah, can someone cover me? Oh, dear. Well, I mean, almost. The Vault Breaker missing was such a big deal. The Bone Skewer as well. And he's just like, yeah, actually, this is really good. Double Pulverize from Delight also helping out. Zeus actually extremely vocal here, just letting them know that he's got power shock blast. Certainly putting some fear into the support of T1.
Look at the vision.
Yeah.
F0. Like, an owner can't walk up.
Nope. He sees the silhouette.
Oh, good luck retaking this area. Are we just going to... No, we're going to TP. We're going to try and do it, but...
The smash flank. Let's see whether this is going to work out as Faker throws in the ultimate, gets on in there, but he's just going to explode. Otacon goes down as well. Zekka grabbing the kill, and now T1 need to run for the hills. Worth it.
Well, still not how you want your game 1 to start, Adler.
Probably not. They might be able to kill Zekka as Ona takes a little bit of a ride underneath the turret. Great Bone Skewer comes on through as the flash out from Zekka will keep him alive. He gets hit by his own teammates. True shot barrage. Flash him up, down goes. No, never mind. He is going to ult his way back in though, so that will kill Doran. Faker with a fair bit of damage, trying to eliminate the minion wave where they can, as Viper hitting so many of these shots, and they have Otacon.
Yes, they're in his inventory. I mean,
he does have triple inventory. All right, Carrier gonna get knocked into the sky. Faker once again going very aggressive, but able to utilize that ulti to keep himself safe. And now...
Taxi out.
Oh yeah. Smash is gonna try and make an exit. Owner also going to be diving forward. Delight throws down the ulti as Zeus is fighting against Faker, and Faker is probably not going to survive it. There's the Shock Blast to finish him off. In the meantime, Owner is also dead. Delight somehow alive, and this could just spell the end of game one. HLE with an absolute turnaround in performance in this one. They're going to need more though, and Peanut might need a little bit of saving here as he wants to. Yes, he does manage to do that. True Shot Barrage. He's actually going to be the one that takes the kill. And Peanut fighting a top laner is not necessarily going to work with a following Nexus to go down as well. HLE game one, absolute statement here from the LCK champs. As when it says playoffs, this team knows how to play. Peanut can't play Xin Zhao again, definitely one of his better champions as well. And no Ezreal for Viper is always good news. So, Zeus, if you were one of those people that was spamming mean things in chat, I hope this sends you a message of please stop doing that. It's not nice to be mean, because then Zeus is mean to the enemy team.
It also is one of the picks that, again, will have a really big impact when they roam. And Jhin is a AD carry that's pretty self-sufficient, so you can just leave him on his own.
Yep.
As there is De Leona, always going to feel a little dicey playing into the Poppy, but it's...
K'Sante for Zeus. This is one of his good picks, but I'm worried. It hasn't been the archetype that's looked great for HLE. See whether they fixed it as we dive into game two.
We'll not see the Aftershock attack. We've seen that a good amount for the K'Sante matchup, as both...
I do feel like level 1 will not be very fun for T1 in this
Viper
lane, I guess.
went Hawkshot first. That's kind of crazy.
It is, and he does spot out the jungler with it.
Able to fight for a level 2 priority.
The dancing grenade looked so sad. Still, Deadly Flourish coming down here as Delight pushed into the turret. Eclipse is broken, so it's completely fine. Still all right, that's Viper taking a lot of damage, not wasting any time, flashing immediately.
Herald fights of back in the day.
I love this. It's a lot of action. Start this one off. HLE not wanting T1 to be able to close the gap, and Carrier says, I will do that. And Peanut already extraordinarily low. You can see all the AoE damage is massive. Viper and Smash fighting towards the top side, but Faker gonna be the first one to go down. Peanut the immediate answer, and Zeus will be able to execute Carrier off the back end. Doran does not like that, and so he's gonna melt almost all of them. Viper and Smash continuing to fight. This is just ridiculous. So far, it's a T1 win in the battle. But man, I just want to see more action like this throughout the rest of this game, as now Viper's in trouble, down to 200. Dancing Grenade, Deadly Flourish going to miss, and he doesn't have the flash, and this extended 1v1 is going to be a Smash solo kill in the end. Well, we are going to see it. Okay, just getting some vision, and now getting some damage. Did half the health bar there of Owner. Here towards the bottom side, T1 now looking for some more grubs. Going to be 4 now picked up. Delight wanting to try and contest the river here, but it's so difficult. Yeah, Grasping Roots comes down. There's the Stranglethorns as well, as Owner is getting taken down exceptionally low. The Ignite ticks and takes the jungler away. Now Peanut just trying to set up some of these plants to push T1 out of here. A good little fight here for HLE as Faker explodes. Okay, Zeka, I'll be right back. I'm just going to kill Faker real quick underneath this turret. Last game, and it was still doing a fair bit of work.
Take another look here, as Delight does get CC'd, but this is it's the classic engaging on the tank support with Aftershock and the W. Eclipse, Delight actually can take a ton of damage, and then Zyra does do her job, able to land everything. As we take another look here, so Faker has gone for Airy, which obviously really good, very impressive early in lane, but not quite as strong as these long extended trades, and then here just completely caught off guard. And
wow,
I'm not gonna lie, I know that it's one of those skill shots that does an insane amount of damage if you're just
and Peanut also, I mean, has them lined up here. There's the grasping roots. That will connect, but I don't know whether this is going to be enough. Viper having to flash here towards the top side of the map as the arrow connects onto Carrier, and the turret is angry! Viper picks up that kill. Somehow Peanut got an assist. Down here in this mid lane is now Peanut. He's going to face check and get cycloned immediately. Stranglethorns comes in, finds the grasping roots, and actually wants some more damage. The flash forward, and Ona finds the Q. Zeka, I don't think he's going to be able to kill him on his way out, and Ona just says, yep, see you later.
Which would have been big, as Carrier is everywhere.
Yeah, there's the flash out from Zeus. Don't know whether it's going to keep him completely alive, but let's see what's going to happen. The ulti knocks him up, and he gets the shield, and looks like Doran not willing to tank too much more of this turret, so they'll let him live.
As we take another look here, this is it's what we talked about Viper doing the thing, crucially able to get out of the chain, get the arrow.
And so the teleports come through from Doran. Okay, he's going to show up. They want to fight for this, but that is going to be the Herald coming on through. Zeus looking to try and start this one, has already broken it up as the equalizer. It goes down. Zeka taking so much damage, he shouldn't be there. And that's 2 wiped out already. Viper is free hitting with the Chaos Storm is so dangerous, and Smash is over the wall. They have nowhere to go. They're in the blender, and that means a triple kill for Faker. Zeus is now going to move towards his turret, but it is on 0 health. And he's the last man standing. What are they supposed to do? He's going to look to try and get back.
Their poke is good.
Yep, they've certainly got some tools. The sieging capabilities are there with people like Zeka. As okay, Equalizer just going to be thrown on top of Peanut. And the Spiraling Despair is exactly that for Doran. He just gets wiped out. Zeka going to grab that kill. And there's no response here for T1 so far. As it looks like positioning around the Dragon is what we're fighting for. Zeus looking for an angle, but there's a Cyclone from Ona. Peanut going to explode. Gets destroyed by Smash, and now we'll see whether Zeus can find some kills. Gets one onto the Monkey, wanting to charge up that Q, but doesn't quite get there. Zeka and Viper, a fair bit of damage, and Delight's moving in to be that front line. 3 versus 3 now in the fight, but the stun from the gravity field is massive. Look at these Qs though, but here is Smash with that curtain call, and Delight doesn't seem to really notice. Carrier dives forward. Somehow Delight's still alive. Avoids the deadly flourish, but that's Zeka having to flash away, and it's not enough. Viper, can he do it? The answer's no. Gets popped like a balloon. And T1, they'll win another fight and now march up the mid lane again.
Cluster Summer and MSI. As Delight is, I think, probably in trouble. Depends on owner. He doesn't want to commit the ult, which I think is fine.
Well, the arrow connects here onto Carrier.
Good damage here.
No grasping roots up yet.
Dustful has not had a great LCK Cup. It's Faker and Showmaker.
Deadly flourish, and no grasping roots. Has to flash immediately, and the bullet going to tag him. He's dead already before that final one does even come through, and that means no jungler for this Otacon. T1 with full control. Ona knows it. He's going to start up the buff. And Faker just waiting here.
But I didn't notice that because there's been so much action.
Yeah.
We've been distracted.
Well, Zeus not going to be able to dash out of that one. Doran going to be moving up. He is still pretty tanky. But this is an Otacon buff. And so HLE, not a lot of options. Peanut standing right next to this control ward that is outside of the brush. And they're just going to dive. Doran's the one tanking the turret, so he's likely to die here. Sent back home. We'll see whether Owner is going to be able to pick up a little bit of an exit kill, but they do just take the turret instead. Faker going to get pulled back. I think that this is going to be enough. Yep, that's most of the kitchen sink thrown at him, which is something we've been talking about forever, right?
No, I mean,
oh dear. Well, he's not going to be able to see the bad guys, but he's still possibly just dead, as he does eat it with the Seraph shield, so there you go.
We need to fight for soul.
Well, Delight is possibly in trouble, as there's another deadly flourish, beautifully placed. The equalizer will mean that Delight is dead. The arrow just sails by, and Faker goes golden to keep himself alive. The all-out, though, is now he has to 1v1 against Zeus. Keeper's Verdict gets rid of the Ashe, though, so can't be offering the extra damage, and Zeus has to flash away. In the meantime, there is a battle on the other front, as that is not the correct Wukong. And HLE, there is only one on the floor right now, but T1 keep everyone alive. And that might just mean they can use that man advantage to take this Baron.
A man with a dream and a mission. And again, a lot of ults are out. They have good poke.
This Baron is so incredibly low. It is going to be secured here by Ona. Deadly Flourish just barely avoided by Viper was nicely done, but his don't have very much damage, and Doran is just flashing in. Peanut in so much trouble, and yeah, between a rock and a hard place doesn't really do it justice. There's 2 on the floor already. Another beautiful gravity field position there as Zeus is just going to be stunned up and burnt down. Delight goes as well. It's a double for Owner off the back end of that, and with 5 men standing
on the Rumble, earning the prio on that pick.
Oh, yeah.
Through and through in this one, and Atlas. And look, as Doran, little cheating because he did have Leandris, right? But I think everyone on T1 just played well. Owner found the catches. Faker played the team fights incredibly well.
And Smash was brilliant on the Jhin.
Like, and that's one. Interesting is that I do think that jungle pulls and AD carry pulls are the easiest to pinch when it comes to we're getting deeper into Fearless in terms of how much you can ban away and what you're kind of left with.
Faker's Akali. Is that what they're going to look at? Instead, it's Mel. So this is the first Mel that we're going to get here for the LCK Cup. And we'll see where it's going to go. Theoretically, it's Faker that is going to be playing it this time around, but
the pool for engage supports, Nautilus taken away, Rel taken away, Poppy taken away, Alistair.
Whoa, with this
Leona as well.
Is he going to do it?
Into
Gnar was the original good matchup.
I know, but this is...
oh, he's locking it in!
So...
okay!
I have seen Doran have these moments before.
Yeah.
You're feeling it
was
as well,
normally
right?
against T1, though.
Yeah, no,
not with T1.
But I know, like, this is... I've seen this a million times. Like, I can do the carry matchup. And he is a Sejuani as well. I'm still skeptical, though. We'll have to see what ends up transpiring here. The Nocturne, we mentioned him earlier, I think it's just always a very solid pick. Is it going to be Peanut? I've seen that's the smile he has when he locked in Shyvana those few games.
True.
Little scary. Could theoretically still be a flex, but I do think most likely that it's going to go the way of Peanut. And then do we like Renata here? I'm like double checking. Like Renata's open, right? That doesn't feel too bad. Deals well. It's not a Delight champion, I think, is the main issue. Is Rakan is still open as well, which is bad for lane. This would mean it's Sylas support.
Pantheon support.
Unless, never mind. Pantheon support with the Varus. And then Pantheon is decent setup.
Yeah, we've seen the Nidalee Pantheon work and fall flat on its face. Like, this is all for, like, the early setup so that you can, like, really bully.
So this carrier just...
Well, that's a LeBlanc.
So that would mean that it's Mel support.
Or
Faker is playing
he's played LeBlanc support as well.
Yeah, it could also be that, where he goes for the counter matchup after having a great performance thus far in the series, and then kind of gets boomed. Although I guess the Mbessa game was a bit rough, but that Rumble game, we'll see what kind of game we're going to get from here.
I tell you what, I'm just excited to see how this Mel is going to do in the LCK Cup. First time we've seen her here in Korea in our Tier 1 league, so let's see how she goes in the hands of the GOAT. And is just going to get pulled back. Some groans from the crowd as well. It feels like we have audience participation. Lolpark is bursting right now. There is just as many butts in seats as possible.
Thing has a big impact. Or you're...
Chain's going to connect, but Doran is moving in. Kerry is also here. Flawless duet is landed, and it's named well as First Blood goes
just 100% trading. And let me tell you, the team with Varus and Gnar is going to get very quickly through that turret.
Yes.
As we do have a little bit of vision taken away.
Does do relatively well as Faker. He did not want to press rebuttal on that button, and he's going to send himself to the death chamber.
Very lackluster ones.
More recently, I think that his Nidalee has been fine.
It's been good recently, yeah.
It's all right. Doran not going to be getting out of this one, I don't think, as the flash does go through, but can they actually get the response kill? The Mega Gnar comes in at perfect timing, and Zeus just walks it off. Primal Surge going to keep him back up as well. Peanut do a lot of being frustrating in lane if my solo queue experience has anything to say about it.
Yeah, and you roam around, you pick up kills.
You do chains onto the enemy Varus, and then possibly kill him, and then your MF has to cleanse and run away. Don't know whether it's going to be enough here when the Bruise brothers come down. Delight and Peanut just wanting to push Doran out of here. Viper's now going to turn up as well. And can Doran survive? The answer is no, ladies and gentlemen.
And then the counter pick comes in, and you're just like, I don't know about that one.
Well, Faker not going to be able to send that one back, but does avoid the Chains of Corruption, and the Piercing Arrow goes wide as well. Still Zeus hunting after Ona. The Naba not in a great spot, and that is a gorgeous bullet time. Still Delight gives it the door, and that is going to mitigate so much of the damage. Peanut grabs the first kill, but the immediate answer is going to be there. Stun comes through. Peanut might survive, but it's Delight that pays for his sins. Carrier probably not going to be diving back towards that one. That is a dangerous spear from Peanut.
Nicely done. We also have Zaka, as you point out, on the way. Peanut trying to go.
Yeah, not going to be able to get the steal, but can they find a team fight? That is the question. That's a great prison to start this one off, but that's already a dead Bristle and Sejuani. Hextech is going to be the dragon, as now Delight's in so much trouble, but Zeus going to turn up and convince them to leave. Faker not quite finding all the buttons, as that fadeaway gorgeous from Peanut means that no one really has a big advantage there, and the next one going to be Hextech, and that is so scary for either side. Carrier actually diving into this pit does push Peanut away, but Peanut will be able to now take this one down.
Oh, clean auto smite there to come through.
Yeah, there's the flash just to guarantee it, and Carrier will just be autoed to death. Zeus saying, not today, my friend. Well, no, but the thing that's really worrying me as...
I think Viper,
Viper misses
missed on purpose.
He missed a bunch of things, actually.
Yeah, that
as we can
second
see,
one,
Zeus is in so much trouble. The Wrath of Winter bears down upon him, and that is Doran getting one back.
And...
Delight. Yeah, Delight in a bit of trouble here as well. Flawless duet's pretty nice. And Delight trying to keep himself in this one. Flashes away, actually. That was very cute, but...
especially when you have Mel, Nidalee, and Varus. Any form of poke
yeah.
greatest. Oh!
As that is a point-blank ulti. Flash out immediately from Peanut. As okay, I thought it was Smash that was about to do the damage, but unfortunately, the bullet time was for Viper, who just executes him. Zeus going to solo Otacon as he started this one up already. Peanut making his way up, just trying to primally surge his way.
As well, he seems to agree. Meganar is about to time out.
Yeah, the wallop is going to be mitigated here by Zeus, and Faker gets out of the Gnar stun. Otacon going to have to be given up here, I think. As Zeka moving in. Exactly right. Carry going to be pushed away. But now Doran started the battle. The dash is forward here as the Glacial Prison going to get picked up. Doran still trying to dash around the fight, but that is going to be the shutdown. Delight gets rid of his former teammate, and Carrier executes Zeka on the back end. Otacon's still mad. Okay, finally does reset. And now Ona at relatively full health. It's a big old shield here from Delight, but it's not going to save him. What an absolute mess here on both sides, but mainly for HLE. Not really with too much of a plan, and Viper once again throws a skill shot to Narnia.
It's the tilt!
Nailed it. Absolutely gorgeous.
Because Carrier, at the start of all that, takes a Hex Gate, and then just as an insane nuisance. Zeus? No, it's fine. I've seen him win these.
Yeah, and he's got Mega Gnar. It's coming up right now as he wallops just to get the transformation, and so it is Carrier allowed to live.
Sizable gold lead, sizable CS lead as well, as maybe that was a bit of a
Don't know about this 1v1 as the Vanguard's Edge comes in. Zeka with the Kingslayer, and Doran is melting, burning down on a point-blank spear.
Available as well. Are we flipping the game?
Oh god, okay. Ona going to be moving on in. Are they just going to focus him down though? That's the question. He flashes away as now Carrier. Oh, it's not happening again! Zeka puts him down, and that is Otacon secured. The transformation at the perfect time for Zeus as well keeps him alive.
Any composure. Crucially, do not get distracted. Do not get caught off guard as Carrier trying to look for the exact same play. Look at that. The ward.
You can see the malice in Zeka, can't you?
Yeah, you know, he's like,
not
you
again.
Got me right here last time.
Yeah.
Not again. Takes him down. And with that, he wasn't a great Nidalee, but just because that's not what the team needed him to be as the poke.
Oh god! Okay, there's his Nidalee getting the work done. Another Chains of Corruption from off screen, and Smash is doing the best that he can. There's even a Hail Mary Glacial Prison thrown by Zeka of this Baron right now, as you can see by Jonah Strong and our Observer team. Ona gets that control ward in there. He knows.
Doesn't have flash
3,000 health. Yeah, can he actually Q his way in? That's the question. He tries to get there. He steals it! Oh my god, but here is Zeus trying to end the fight before it even starts. Doran just trying to keep a Baron buff alive, but he's not going to get out. And HLE, it's only Carrier that's
still. Things are looking horrible. They got completely wiped in the fight. There's no Baron buff gone. or no Baron buff left. As
Whoa,
Faker.
nice footwork there from Faker. As I say nice, he gets completely destroyed. And Zeker is going to find the last chain. Goes golden there as well. The rest of Hanwha Life Esports trying to turn up. Delight, he does it the best. Zeker dashes over all of those swords, and he almost, actually he survives? What the heck? Zeker, he was on like 1 health. Dora now just getting sniped here by Viper. The flawless duet is decent as that house is just sitting on the floor. Base turret is just ridiculous. Inhibitor going down there as well, as now Ona just a sitting duck. The stolen glacial prison not going to connect, but Ona still has to get to this fountain, does get a little bit of healing so that piercing arrow does not kill him. But Zeker is just having the greatest time on his Silas. Kill and smash here, and Ona just has to look on as they move to match point for Faker in the LCK Cup.
And then also the reality of Smash. Last time we saw this in MF, it looked amazing. I think MF just hasn't been that good in the LCK at all. The game where it was where he got fed very early on. And Hanwha Life, currently sitting at 2-1. It also signals that they don't know for sure that this is going to be elite support. It could also theoretically go towards Peanut, particularly with the fact that he's flanked by most likely 280 laners.
And even though she is like out of the meta almost completely these days for quite some time, as that's Diana.
Ooh, I actually think Diana is in a great spot right now.
Wait, does that mean that they just last pick Yasuo and T1 has to pick it away if they want to avoid the Diana Yasuo?
Oh boy!
Because then you can set up Yasuo with Aatrox Qs and stuff, and oh my god, that would be so fun. I think it might even be bad, but like it's fun. My goodness. Okay, Faker is going to go back to one of his most iconic picks. Every pick is one of Faker's most iconic picks, but this one's the Ahri. He's got that really cool skin on this champion.
What is the jungler going to be?
Well, I mean, Lee Sin is banned. Talon is a champion, but Nocturne is too. Let's see what Ona does want to pick up.
Yeah, also got to look for your matchup into Diana, right? I think Diana is actually, as mentioned, in a pretty solid spot right now. Can kind of go the Bruisery build that we've seen a lot, where you go Leandris, Riftmaker, and you can even go Unending Despair. As
Viego, this feels like a risk.
Viego also got nerfed on this patch. His AD actually took a big hit. I want to highlight though, if there is a Viego, this is a Viego draft, right? Like
I mean, it was always Yasuo. It was always Yasuo. We knew that.
Yeah. The funniest part is that if the Aatrox wasn't there, I'm like, they can even have Zeus play Yasuo. But it's gonna be sick.
We used to see Showmaker and Canyon abuse this pairing so often. G2 fans are obviously very aware of it as well. Let's dive onto the Rift and see whether it works here in the LCK Cup.
As Doran should also know that this is happening and is respecting as such, so good for him.
Yep. Viper going to be moving in, has that fleet footwork, just in case the Caitlyn lane was a thing that he had to deal with. Going to sacrifice the first wave of minions there as well.
Very low. Quite low, so I'm not sure about the dive here. Counter-Strike's available. Oh!
That's a really nice Cocoon. A late Counter-Strike, and they're just able to wait it out. The last tick of Ignite, not quite enough there, but Viper just going to get delivered a kill. Fleet footwork makes him real speedy as the turret gets real mad. Man, they are so for someone to turn up.
Yeah, he has Flash.
Oh, it's going to go for it. Cocoon's going to land, and it does! That is 3 in a row for Delight, and another kill for HLE. And Viper has been able to deal with these minion waves up until now. Let's see whether T1 can actually answer back, as now Viper, let's see what you can get done here. He's got Exhaust as they're trying to tank this up. The force bomb value is gigantic. So far he's not. There flashes out of the Peacemaker. But they're now trying to wait for this to reset. Ona's underneath the turret. And will he go down the answers?
Calls that as...
All right, Delight now in trouble here as there's the last breath. Taking matters into his own hands, just takes down the jungler. No resets now for T1 as HLE is kind of split here as they do focus on the grubs. Viper, yep, don't move up there, and he doesn't. The right start for HLE.
If they get a double on this bot lane.
Yeah, Smash in a lot of trouble. Moonfall up and available here for Peanut, but is going to let them live for now.
They really want to get towards
cheeky knocker. Doesn't press the button as there's the Moonfall. There's the combo. Carrier taken down first here, but you can see they're focusing on Zeker. They'll be able to take him down. Smash free hitting as Viper just Valkyries his way out. Oh no. Not quite able to catch up, and now Faker gets over the wall, finds the charm onto Viper! The Heartbreaker is exactly that for HLE!
Not a lot of people. And I think that is always, when you look at comps like that, it's always going to create... Oh, Viper.
Yeah, Viper in a real rough spot here as he's looking to try and get out. Does flash, but Ona is going to follow him immediately. Cocoon going to miss, and that means the Viper is just destroyed. It's going to be Grubs taken here by HLE, but much of a power spike as with his brother, but now Zeka going to be trying to dash around this one, and Peanut comes in. There's the last breath, and Doran getting taken down low. They were trying to kill him under the turret, though, and that was a mistake. Knockup will connect. It's a 1-for-1.
Hasn't died yet, and that's not how Beryl taught me that this is played. Is taking out a look, doesn't actually find the counter-strike, and obviously gets hit here.
Grandmaster's Might doing so much work, man. Mitigating so much. And does get tagged, but I think he's happy, although he doesn't.
G1 actually still trying to contest this. That's interesting. I think it's definitely gone. Maybe an exit kill?
Well, I mean, that is a very dead Delight. So there's the way of the barrel coming on through there. Zeka trying to take down Doran once again, but he knows that that's a difficult task. Owner on the flank angle, and now Peanut's in so much trouble and will just be deceptively orbed to the face.
To call anything too early, but it is looking... Oh, Zeus. Oh, they don't know. They don't know.
Wait, yeah, Delight moving over as here is the flank angle for the Aatrox. The last breath not actually going to come on through as now Zeus is just flipping around the fight. The World Ender might just be the end of the world here for T1 as Zeka avoids a charm by ulting Carrier and taking him out. I mean, that was a reaction from Zeka, I think. It was well placed. But here's Zeus just talking about how good this angle is, and I think we all agree. Certainly looks nice. It's now not such a great angle. However, able to get himself out of there. Owner stunned up. He would be a perfect first target as Bomb. Not quite enough. Peanut finds the E from out of nowhere. Carrier trying to take the Diana for a walk, and that is going feels like Delight.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
Oh, God. And he finds him again. The pesky Spider is just going to be bonked.
They need to retake control. Doran still doesn't have his TP available as the Herald is dropped.
All right, this is an interesting response. We'll see whether HLE actually react to it, as Smash has put up a bit of a wall around these little Otacon walls.
Otacon's gone.
Yeah, but they don't really care about that position. Ona trying to get in, he's almost in range. He steals it! And now T1 should be able to massacre the fight once again! Ona just rips it away from HLE! Oh, these smites have not really been going Peanut's way throughout this matchup in general, but Ona just keeps on doing it. Nothing in it between both of these teams for this whole game, as Faker is going to be coming over, finds a charm, connects it onto Peanut, but now can they find the Wombo combo? That's the question. Already, they're trying to send them home, and a couple of them will be leaving, but that's not a real kill, and HLE are the ones that are falling by the wayside.
That was it, unfortunately, as oh, this is a trap waiting to be sprung.
Yep, some looming Fakers. They change position. Somehow it's kind of working, though, as there's the knockup. Faker is going to be sent home. Still has the Otacon buff, and they take down the Diana. As there goes Zeka as well. Zeus trying to make his way out as Viper, ace in the hole, tries to take the blast cone. The counter-strike not quite in range, as Doran just wants another leap strike, and there it goes, empowers him. And Delight is...
I actually think this is good. Like, you can just delay the kill as long as possible. Like, you don't actually need to kill him.
Well, he is just going to flash into a cocoon and probably win. Never mind. That is a great snare.
Just leave!
Yep, he just kills him.
All right, not even close.
Yep, well, let's just see how it does go. His interruption on the leap strike there was quite nice from Zeus, but now he finds himself on the wrong side of this one. Can he get the health back? He sort of can, actually, as he gets back over the wall. There's a 5-man ulti from Peanut. Is it going to be enough to win them the fight, though, as Ona? He's able to start these resets, but the rest of them are on the floor. HLE, they found the one window to get them back into the game. Smash trying to be the hero, but it's not enough, and Zeus cuts him down. Where he stands, that's an ace. Smash also, like, really playing the best that he can, but this was the angle. My God, Peanut.
Oh my God, Peanut, look at him as well. He knows. If they end up making it back in this game, that's the play right there.
I mean, that's POM. It's a pretty easy one. And Smash almost managing to cut it out, but not able to do so. And you can see Zeka pretty happy with how Peanut played that one.
There is still a chance. that. We do go to game 5.
Put your head underwater whilst it's raining.
Oh, that is cool.
It's actually super awesome. As Faker, he's going to find Delight once again. Smash puts a bullet in the spider. And they're going to have to answer this. Because Baron could really spell the end. There's another one. Viper just walks into him. He is able to block the last bullet as Zeka does throw down the ultimate here. Peanut looking for Doran. Viper trying to kite him as best he can, but oh man, that lamppost is so dangerous. Owner and Zeus are fighting towards the top side, but HLE are just falling apart. And Owner now just slinks into the mist and looks to try and take down his former teammate, and he doesn't. Zeus puts him in his place, but I don't think that one really matters. Faker now looking for his shot as Zeka fighting against Doran, and Doran says nobody. And T1, they're wanting a little bit more as a flash over the charm this time around. A flash for Delight as well, but that doesn't quite work out there as he wants some more supportive combat. Carrier says no. He says that he just wants a game 5, and T1 But Smash's Caitlyn is super good. Remember, this was also the first pick for T1 on the blue side. And sometimes when you throw your first pick out to something like this, it can fall flat on its face. Like, that could have been how this game goes, but Smash's Caitlyn has been very reliable.
And which is taken away. That I would love.
Oh my God.
An enchanter?
Yes.
Into, yes!
They're locking it. All right, bananas for everyone.
I love Fearless, man. Oh my God.
Oh, Peanut.
Peanut,
oh,
yes!
He's just, we are moo-moo Olafing.
What?
That's what we're doing. Back to 2010. I mean, Akali's still up. That's a crazy thing. So Akali's going to be locked, likely going into the hands of Doran.
Is it What do you mean it's Doran Akali into Olaf? What is happening?
It's something that can work out. But this is maybe some extra time in the kitchen. Let's dive into game 5. What HLE's comp does is it fights very, very well in a tight, enclosed space.
Yeah.
Danger, danger. Yeah, Owner is going to oh, cute little bandage toss interruption there from Peanut, but still going to take way too much damage.
Yeah, Peanut does have Conqueror, but in these short trades, obviously the Aftershock's going to get a lot more value. Still gets a little bit here as Delight.
Okay.
Okay, Owner still gets it.
Yeah, well, in goes Peanut, but immediately gets thrown into the wall. There's the heal. They're trying to do what they can, but no one really has damage as far as this 2v2. So I think into a Renata as well. Sounds like a pretty good thing as Flash. Having to be invested there from Faker. Yes, of course. Oh, now I have to keep track of whether it's a real Flash or not. Oh, man. Oh, Zoe.
Safeguard Zeus here. Way to be on time.
Well, Zeus going to do his very best here. That undertow is working quite nicely. There's the flash forward. The full commitment as the handshake is so good. And Owner is going to be taken down. First blood and double buffs for the Olaf.
God, Delight.
All right. Oh, bandage toss.
Arrival.
Unfortunately, not able. Oh, he has a second one, of course.
Doran's
that wasn't available in 2010.
Wait, is Peanut fine?
Well, we'll just have to find out.
Okay, I guess he is. That was a little.
I mean, he's a moo-moo. He's not fine because he's a moo-moo. It's just always a bit sad.
Okay, so
never
now
really fine.
Owner does actually end up falling behind anyway.
Oh, goodness. This champion has failed to not even lose games, but to die.
Smash.
As Smash is just looking to try and kill Viper. Delight moving up. Owner is taking a trip through the wall, and the Fates Call will say he's going to be fine.
Obviously, with the Talia, is going to create a lot of threat there. If they can get a kill into Smash, would be huge. Even getting a flash is big.
Yeah, Zeka not going to get all that much value outside of the flash from Carrier, and that is
nice
to be enough damage to take that one down.
Actually using his ultimate there to ensure as love this from Zeka.
Yep. As the Rift Herald does just bypass it entirely, but it stops the rest of T1 from moving over. Oh, the handshake to pull Owner back. Peanut possibly out of position, gets the Curse of the Sad Mummy down, and the seismic shove is good, but Owner is immortal. He just doesn't take damage. He's caught twice. The bubble goes wide just somehow.
Sadless.
Nope.
Oh, there you go. Yep.
Well, this could be a kill onto Delight, who does have Fate's Call, so never mind. It's never going to be a kill onto Delight, because Viper exists. Backing on a ward, though. Backing on a ward might mean that... Okay, Delight is not going to do it. It's okay, he just explodes, he was out of range! Bubble is going to go wide though, as Zeus fighting Doran towards his bottom side. The Dragon has been started here as Delight made it back to the battle.
They can let this go. It's more important to get a kill on Smash. Hanwha Life though, they want this.
Yeah, there's the bandage toss to bring them in. Smash immediately cleanses. The Dragon secured here by Peanut as they throw Delight in, but no joy. Carrier, a lot of sticks in him as Doran finds the backline. Peanut! Oh, there is the shutdown, the cash in for Smash. So much money.
Oh, there we go.
Sometimes start Arakan.
Wait,
was that in the rule book?
They're not reading it at all. Well, they are. Pings are coming down, but they're already a good... Look at the spares.
There are so many sticks.
Oh, T1 was caught off guard.
Yeah, there's a teleport in from Doran. They're going to back away.
Oh, it's still leashed.
Wait a second. Yeah, it's still leashed. Zeka can now move down, but this has now become a fight, and a smite fight for this one. I don't know whether you want that. As the Impale, it doesn't connect onto Peanut as the Whirling Death almost takes him down, but he's now not in range. The Wish comes in and Doran has executed Peanut, but into the backline they go, and oh my god, this Olaf is obliterating them. Still they get the buff, but they're just walking gold now for this Viking who is yelling and screaming. They're running the wrong direction to try and keep these buffs alive. It is still high value. Don't get us wrong. And if they get out, it's massive. But Zeka has found Doran, throws a big rock at him. And I think that Doran is going to be taking the relocation way out of this fight. And there he goes. Carrier going to be going back as well. And Zeus almost got there.
What does this matter?
HLE will be able to secure this area. They do manage to take that one down. Delight in a little bit of trouble here. Has a lot of projectiles just flying around all over the place.
Oh, Doran was thinking about it.
Yeah, Weaver's wall. Zeka just going to get into position to hold this wave. His turret is... Ona moves on in. A bubble going to connect onto Peanut. That is such huge news, but unfortunately not able to find the paddle star as now Zeus may need to try and get out of here. Remember, he has no way out. There is the curse of the sad money, but Peanut is going to get executed. You can see now the Olaf chasing after Smash, but the Soraka's doing her job. The bailout not able to work. And now it's Viper that needs to do it. He finds one, but Smash just executes him. It's an axe to the back of the head. And Zeka will not have the damage. T1 will find a team fight. The inhibitor now, they've got a minion wave. I mean, Peanut's going to be here, but can he kill the wave in time? I don't think so. He gets on top of Smash, and he needs to kill these minions. He will be able to get them. He's got a lot of bandages. His turret is so incredibly angry, and T1 will back away, still with a gigantic lead. Well, Owner is throwing rocks around. They have a wall set up, so it's just Baron for HLE. That bubble, oh my goodness, that could have just been end of the game right there. He's holding onto the bandage toss. That's a good flick. A good handshake there as well. Doesn't find the Impale, and he could just be dead. Owner is in so much trouble. He's trying to drive his way out, and it works! Somehow Carrier, oh my god, the amount of damage that's coming through here is now Faker in trouble. Zeus going ballistic. The double knockup is so good with the Fate's Call. And now it's Zeus' time to shine. A triple as he executes Smash. And now they can definitely take the Dragon, but can they get even more off the back end?
And how poetic would it be if it's Zeus with his Olaf that ends it all? It's not going to be the Nexus.
Is going to come in, Void Stuff done. That's a big buy for Doran. Does mean that it's a little bit easier as
Weaver's wall.
Owner can obviously just get through. Will he choose?
But this Baron is it's just gone. So they secure it. Can T1 find a team fight? That is the question. The bubble goes wide. Peanut might need to flash, but he doesn't have it, so can't actually get out of here. He's going down slowly but surely. Eventually he wants to just walk his way out, but now Ona throws down the Impale. They take down both junglers, but Zeus is just on top of Carrier. They've identified the key target. Doran gets into the backline, goes alive! Viper will survive, pulls out the sticks, and down goes the Akali. For 8 minutes in the game. For 42.5 minutes, it's not so much as, Delight just takes a large chunk of his health bar. Weaver's wall, and that's going to knock Owner over. He is thankfully extraordinarily tanky. They do lose their inhibitor turret. As now Peanut flashing forward gets this cleanse out of Smash, and now Viper is looking for him. Can they execute him? Yes, they can! Viper now right in the back line, and he's getting bailed out. Will he be able to find it? The answer is probably yes, and look at this immortal Viking. Throws the undertow, takes down his former mid laner, and HLE, our LCK champions of last year, will be staying alive in the LCK Cup.
Sequence, like, what? You set the stakes at the top of the day, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, Atlas, Maybe you're overselling a little bit.
No.
No, none of that. Absolutely none.
And look at Viper. Like, in this game, flashes right into everyone just to make sure that Smash was dead. And they were just saying, look at Kalista, and yes, look at Kalista indeed. And Delight absolutely popping off as he does. Big grin for Peanut there, and you can see Zeus, I think, still seeming a little bit stoic in this moment after doing 31k damage.
Look at that. That's my Peanut. Lowest damage on his team, baby.
Hey, but at least he did more damage than Carrier.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Steer for the LCK Cup POM interview translation, joined by Zeus on the side of Hanwha Life Esports. Just took a victory over T1. The 5-game series. Congratulations! Thank you. It was a full 5-game series. It must have been so physically draining. So how do you feel? I think I already predicted that it would be a tough battle today. And I actually didn't get good sleep either. Despite that, I feel like maybe it's because I'm still young. I think I still have the physical capability to actually play it all out. How amazing. And with your victory against T1, you have advanced to the playoffs round 2. Did you expect this outcome? You know, there are so many strong opponents, strong big opponents ahead of us, and we were just faced off by the intimidating T1 so early on. And I feel like we have so many challenges ahead of us, besides today as well. Yeah, Silver Scrapes filled the air today, and this was your first best of 5 in a hard fearless format. And we honestly had so much fun watching as an audience. So how was it from the player's perspective? No, I think it really comes down to the champion pool of the team and the draft and the comps. And there are so many different comps that you can make off of all the champions' ults, so I think that's really what it comes down to. And yeah, in the final game 5 draft, you guys, how did you guys come up with the Olaf and Amuma pick? You know, whenever Carrier played Soraka, and when we play against Soraka, we knew that it would actually make the game a lot tougher, and I think that was just something that we had in mind. We're really stuck in a dilemma until we came up with that counter pick. And this was an extremely bloody battle full of high-level gameplay with so many dicey moments. So what was the key factor of Game 5? You know, during the game, there were so many accidents. And despite moments where our Nexus was about to get broken down, I think we just all were on the same page. We all had the confidence to actually win and come back. So, you have made it to playoffs round 2. And your opponent will be decided by the winners group number 1 team, D plus Kia. So, who would you rather play, D plus Kia or Junji? You know, this is not an easy question. During the group battle, I think I was just really wishy-washy on which team, or honestly, which team we would like to face. But I think I kind of have an idea. Honestly, I wouldn't mind facing either team at this point. And what is your resolution going into the next match? No, we only get one chance. One defeat means elimination. And I made a promise to survive as long as we can, so I really want to make sure that I get to keep my promise. And that's the end of the interview with Zeus, and back to the Spacers. Thank you.